Hello and welcome to our third Facebook Live. Thanks everyone for tuning in. So this month we said we'd always have a guest on the show. We've got a special guest this week. We've got Nick from Snaffling Pig Co. We've also got Gemma, so it's always going to be me and Patrick or me and Gemma, or Gemma and Patrick, but we've got me and Gemma this week. So welcome everyone, thanks for joining, really appreciate it. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to kick off with the offers. So we always offer some really good offers. Guys, we've got the noise coming out of the thingy. Sorry, we've got a few little technical issues. So anyway, we've got a few offers. We've got a mega deal on some of our products. We've got a mega deal on some of Nick's products. We've got a few new kind of product things we're going to tell you all about. So the first deal that we've got tonight, and these codes are live until midnight tomorrow night. So you've got, if you're watching it live, you can use the codes. If you're not watching it live, Wednesday night at midnight is the codes will expire, so just don't forget that. So the first offer we're going to run for this show is on our mug baking mixes. So we got a little announcement about something new that's coming. Some of you might have seen it, but what we have on our website is we have a sample box with 3 of our mug baking mixes in. So you've got a brownie, sticky toffee, and a cookie dough, and one portion of each. They're normally £5 on the website. We're doing this for free, so you can just pay shipping.
Free?
Free. We want everyone to try. If you haven't tried our mug baking mixes, we really want you to try them because we've got a cool new product coming. So if you use the code MUGS, is it MUGS?
You're a
MUGS. No, apparently I'm a mug. If you use the code MUGS, you'll get it for free. So it'll take £5 off that product. You just pay shipping. So opportunities to get on and try these guys. We've also got Nick's got a very generous offer of
Thank you very much.
Off everything on your website?
It is 30% off absolutely everything from now until midnight tomorrow. We've got about 184 pork scratching lines, some nuts, some beer, some cider, and some merchandise as well. But go mad.
So that's over on Snaffling Pig's website. Which
that is, yes, I forgot about that. Snafflingpig.co.uk.
Snafflingpig.co.uk. So 2 mega offers going on tonight and for tomorrow, so take advantage of those. The announcement, some of you have seen it already on our Baking Club group and on our mailing list, but we're launching a mug baking subscription. So a bit like the Baking Club, but it's a different mug cake mix, 2 portions with some little toppers, so they're kind of a bit more involved than our existing mug cakes. But we won't tell you too much about it because we're going to launch it officially on next month's Facebook Live. But this is your chance to try our existing mug cakes for free, just pay shipping. So that's the deals that we've got going. Something else I want to tell you about, and I think some people have seen some photos. We've got a whole new product range that we've launched in Hobbycraft at the moment. So this is our, we're calling it our grocery range. You can't buy them on our website. We do have some in the prize this month. But what they are smaller versions of our baking kits. So we've taken some of our kind of most popular flavours. You recognise the cheesecake brownies from a past Baking Club. These are £3.50 in Hobbycraft, so they're really, really effective. They're a little bit cost effective, a little bit smaller than our Baking Club boxes, and they're less bags, but they're awesome. So get into Hobbycraft.
Cupboard essentials, basically, something you should have in your cupboard, you know, like emergency baking kits kind of thing to have like any time. Really easy to do, really fuss-free.
And this is a brand new recipe, the salted caramel cupcake.
Never been seen before.
This is one of Gemma and Michelle's new recipes. It's got salted caramel in the middle, makes 6 cupcakes, it's got the cases in there and everything. So
really
get down to Hobbycraft. At the moment, there's a few small independents around the country you can buy them from as well. But Hobbycraft, there's about 100 around the country, so there should be one near you. Check them out, see what you think. We've got salted caramel, we've got a version of our brownie. So we've got a chocolate fudge brownie. We've got the cinnamon buns, again a slightly smaller portion than the bigger kits, and it doesn't have the tins or anything, but if you've got your own tins, amazing cinnamon buns. And then we've got chocolate cheesecake brownies, which again is a slightly smaller version of the ones from a past Baking Club box, but still amazing, so check them out. So I think I've covered all of the stuff we wanted to talk about before that. So
well done.
Thanks.
And breathe.
So, over to Gemma, really. So Gemma's going to take Nick through. Gemma's going to take Nick through this month's Baking Club recipe. Nick isn't a massive chef, are you? So I mean, this is a chance you can have a chat with Gemma and tell everyone about your business.
Yeah.
But I would say you said that you're a novice. So
I'm a little nervous.
We're teaching you to make this month.
That's exciting.
And then normally our guests come on, they teach us a recipe, but because
you're
you're
going to teach me a recipe.
I'm going to teach you a recipe with some of your products.
I really am useless.
So,
what are you here for?
Without further ado, we're going to reveal this month's Baking Club. Some of you have got them already. We've seen some pictures coming in. It's a little bit different to some of the other ones. But this month is
cherry crumble muffins.
Awesome. So these are awesome, and we're going to get some fanfares for next month. We forgot to buy the streamers and pie poppers, so next month there'll be a big fanfare. But this one is amazing. It's a little bit less sweet. It's using cherries because they're in season at the moment, and it's amazing for breakfast because they're a really nice kind of breakfast treat. So, you know, not quite as sweet as some of the cakes, but really versatile.
We haven't done muffins in a while as well.
Yeah.
We wanted to do something nice and summery, something that you can take to barbecues. I mean, it's not really the weather for it at the moment, but they're nice all the time, really. But it's great in the sun, you know, when it's nice and warm to have some fresh
Awesome.
cherries.
So I'm going to get out of the way now, leave you guys to it, and I'll come back in for our quiz. We've got the usual quiz. We've got a pig-themed quiz, and Nick says he's an expert on pigs, so I'll give you a chance to tell.
Let's talk about our favourite drink as well that we've got on at the moment. Are we going to say that?
Sorry, I forget this every month. So we have our guest's favourite drink for the live, and normally it's beer or it's wine or it's something simple, but Nick's is
an espresso martini.
So we have to learn how to make espresso martinis.
Love them.
So Jano is our chief cocktail maker.
In-house cocktail maker.
So cheers, guys.
Cheers. Thank you for this. This is delicious.
Happy baking.
Excellent.
It does actually taste
very
really
lovely.
good.
So shall I drink and you make the muffin?
No. No, I'm actually going to just tell you how to make it.
I'm going to do all the hard work.
Yeah.
Exciting.
So it's a very easy one, to be honest.
Okay.
But what we'll do first is we're going to get the tin.
Yep.
I'm going to just show you. We're not going to do all of them because I've got one that I made earlier. But I'm going to show you guys how we line our cases because I think if you don't know how to do it, it could be a little bit tricky. But once you know how to do it, it's super easy. So you just get a glass, usually one that's like hopefully a little bit small on the top is usually best, and you just get the paper that we've provided for you. I'll show you how to do one, and then you can.
Thank you. I'm keen to do it myself.
So, if you can see it, hopefully you can see it there. Maybe we should get the other camera on here. So you get it sort of in the middle like that, and you just press down very gently on top of the glass, and it just shapes it. So you can just smush it down, and then you've got a lovely little fancy-looking muffin case, and you just push it into a greased tin, and you just pop it in like that, and it should hopefully stay. Yeah, and there we go.
Very well
Easy
done.
peasy. So you're going to make a few for me?
I'm excited to make a few.
I don't know where to put this.
I think I was paying attention.
Yeah,
so just like that.
Yeah, like that.
And then this is.
Smush it down. This is really nice.
Okay, I've smushed it down.
Yeah, and then you're just going to squidge it in.
Squidge it in.
See, if you can do it, anyone can do it.
Thank you. I don't think I squished. I smudged that enough.
It's fine.
There we go.
Great.
Thank you. Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay, let's do another
We're
one.
on a roll now.
Right, here we go.
I'm just trying to find where I put my other ones. But...
Got it. And are these like greaseproof papers like pre-cut to this circle, or is it?
No, so they basically are circle papers, but we I can't find where I put the rest of the tins.
That's right. It's all good.
Yeah. So yeah, it's basically already. Oh, there it is. It's down there. You're standing in front of it. Yeah, because this will take you probably quite a while. This is one I made earlier.
Oh, there we go. I think I made that, didn't I?
If
I remember rightly. So let's move that out of the way. Brilliant job, Nick.
Yeah, you would have just taken a little while. There were like 4 of you.
I was enjoying that. It's therapeutic.
Yeah, it's quite nice, isn't it? So now the next step is I've already melted some butter. So we've got 40 grams of butter there, I believe it's 40 grams. And we're just going to make the crumble topping for the top of the muffins, which is really nice, like cinnamony crumble topping, and it just basically bakes on top of the muffins, and it goes all like lovely and crunchy on top. And yeah, so with the melted butter, you're going to add the sugar in first. So we've got light brown sugar, I believe, and some cinnamon in there, and you're just going to
straight into there.
Yeah.
And all of it.
Yeah, and then you're just going to beat it together a little bit.
Okay. Beating.
Yeah, just make it nice and smooth.
Yep. That.
So the butter basically has been melted, and it is left for a little while to cool just a little bit, because you're basically going to get your hands in there in a minute. So you might need to wash your hands after, because it does get a little bit sticky. Yeah, once that's kind of all combined roughly, then you're going to take the flour. So that's just plain flour.
I think that's flour, isn't it?
Yep.
In there.
Tip it in, and you're going to use your wooden spoon just to mix it a little bit, just to combine it all. And because there's quite a lot of flour in there, you'll then start getting your hands in there. Have you ever done any rubbing technique before?
Yeah, I'm pretty good at massaging, apparently. I think the wife's watching.
It is what it's called.
Okay, right, I'll just get my hands straight in there. My hands are clean.
Yeah.
So straight in.
Start rubbing the mixture together. getting some air in there. It is
Oh, I
a little
see.
bit-
Oh, okay. Oh, this
you
smells
just sort
nice.
of bring it up like that and just go.
Oh, okay, like that.
Yeah, yeah,
Like raining.
yeah. And that basically just makes your crumble topping. But it's kind of up to you how fine you want to make it, because you can keep going, making it really fine. But I think I quite like a chunky crumble topping as well, so it makes it a bit more crunchy. But yeah, you just give it like a rough, get all the flour in there from the side as well. And that's...
We haven't touched on the fact there's a giant bag of pork scratchings on your shoulder.
It is. It's full of
Tell
pork
us about
scratchings.
this giant bag of pork scratchings.
I love my pork scratching so much. I wanted a giant bag. I couldn't quite get my height in scratchings, but that is a bean bag full of scratchings. We made it for our company, and do you know what? Since being on the road and having it out and about, so many people want to buy it. So we'll probably end up putting them on sale at some point. But,
It is really
So we
interesting.
definitely want to know where you get them made from, because we can see brownie baking kit, brownie baking kit,
the brownie
bean bag.
baking
Yeah.
bean bag. That's pretty nifty. There you go. I think I'm
Probably,
doing
yeah,
good
yeah, I
here.
think that's done.
I see what you
So
mean.
we
It's
can go
like
on
some
to-
lumpy
yeah.
stuff. Good.
Yeah.
I'll wash my hands. You carry on.
So just there. So yeah, I think we pretty much got that together. Oh, yeah. Move it away a bit.
That's okay. Right, so I've
quite
left half
chaotic.
my skin in the sink. Brilliant.
So now we're going to beat together some. This is going to.
Scratches on me. That's all right.
It's
fine.
really hot.
It's fine.
It's really
It's good.
hot.
I can handle
Do you
it.
want to
No, don't worry about it. Health and safety. It's all good.
Okay. So now this is going to go to one side. We're going to use that again later.
Okay.
Now we're going to pop this light brown sugar in with the butter, and we're going to beat it all together. So you want a really nice light and fluffy mixture. So that does involve a little bit of muscle.
Am I the right person for this job?
I don't know.
Say yes.
Yeah,
yes.
that's it. Thank
Yes,
you.
Sorry. Yes. I'm rubbish at this, to be honest. So
Is there
I
a
don't-
knack to beating?
Well,
Do you just go around in circles, or is it like a
yeah,
figure of 8?
yeah.
Or
It's not a figure of 8. Beating butter and sugar together, you just basically just.
Oh,
yeah.
look at that. There we go.
Yeah, it will slowly start to come together.
Oh, nice.
But yeah, it's kind of like you've got to be quite vigorous, I guess, with it. But it's
Okay.
that's it, because you want it to be really nice and light and fluffy. You can use an electric hand mixer if you have one at home, and it is a little bit easier. But we like to obviously show you that you can do everything by hand if you don't have
Yeah.
any equipment and everything. So it is it's handy to know these little things sometimes, that you can just cheat. But yeah, this is the more rewarding way of doing it.
Oh,
so
this, I feel like I'm earning it.
yeah, exactly.
It's more fun, I guess, with
It only
kids and
takes a
everything.
couple of minutes, doesn't it? So at the end of the day.
So what are you doing now? We've got another discount code, which we always have on our Facebook Lives. And if there are any of you guys out there that haven't tried the Baking Club yet, so you can try a Baking Club box for £2.99. You can cancel any time, but if you use the code Facebook299, then you can join the Baking Club and try your first box super cheap and see if you like it.
Yeah.
I'm sure you'll like it. Oh, sorry, Facebook Live 299, my bad. That's Facebook Live 299.
Repeat that.
And that's ongoing, that code, so you don't have to use that one by Tuesday night.
I think
Wednesday
you're there.
night.
You know?
I think you're there. So now you're going to add the eggs in. So I've already beaten the eggs. It's 2 large eggs, and that's just going to be beaten in. So you're going to just pop it in there
Yep.
and beat it all together. It does kind of take a little while to combine. It looks a little bit lumpy at first, but you've just got to give it some welly, and it will eventually start to combine. But again, like when I say sometimes using electric whisker there, it can be a little bit easier, but it's fine. Once you just got to give it a little bit of time. And once you've added all the wet ingredients, it does look a little bit lumpy, but once you add the flour, it takes it all away and it's absolutely fine.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're just going to add the milk next.
Keep going, or add the milk
Just
now?
maybe add the milk now, and then it's going to be like quite wet and lumpy at the moment. It looks a little bit like that, and then once you've added this flour, it will just all combine really nice and easy.
Gotcha.
So you normally seen doing these recipes, you often use electric mixers
Yeah.
for these. I guess that's a question for everyone on the live. Who beats by hand and who uses an electric mixer?
It's a valid question.
So do you use a wooden
Valid
spoon,
question.
do you use electric
the flour
hand
now.
mixer, or do you use a KitchenAid or equivalent?
I'm going to
Let
just
us
do
know.
that for you.
So we always test the recipes to make sure that you can beat them with a wooden spoon.
So guys, we've just added in now the flour, and in this bag there's so much in here, which is great because it's all weighed out for you, and it just takes so much of the faff away. I have to sometimes, obviously we don't have bags in the kitchen, so I do everything by weighing out individually. So I love it when the kit's all ready. This has got plain flour in it, a teaspoon of baking powder, bicarbonate of soda, cinnamon, mixed spice, salt, and Madagascan vanilla. So there's a lot in that bag.
Lovely.
And then now,
Okay, I feel like I'm doing all the hard work.
flour's all in
here.
there. Yeah.
Yeah, do you know what? This is
It's a good
really
workout,
easy. I
isn't
like
it?
this. This is really good fun. I can
Yeah.
imagine with kids, it's just great. It's just
So a lot of people tell us they bake because it's really relaxing.
yeah.
Everyone's got their own reasons
I
for
find it
baking,
really,
but it's a
like,
really
mindful.
therapeutic,
Why don't we
ask
relaxing
people?
activity.
What are they?
Yeah, go on, tell us, guys. Why do you bake?
Why do you bake?
Do you
So
find it relaxing?
I started baking. I guess when I started the business, I used to bake cakes and take them to work because I worked in
I used
an
to do that
IT
as well,
company.
actually.
And I used to make cakes to make people like me more.
I do.
That was my primary
Did
motivation.
they?
I used to enjoy cooking. I don't know. I'm sure some of my ex-colleagues will be on the Facebook Live and you can let us know. Did my cakes make you like me more or not?
I used to-
Answer that.
I definitely used to bring cakes into my old office as
Mm-hmm.
well, and that was before obviously I worked here. And I used to love it. They used to call it Cake Mondays because I used to bake over the weekend, and I'd bring the bake in every Monday, and they used to get so excited about it. But yeah, it's really rewarding. It's so lovely to share the joy of baking, I think. And
I love it when someone brings in cake.
yeah,
Nice.
everyone loves the person that brings in cake,
Yeah,
so it's a
totally.
good person to be.
Beth,
So
any
that's
idea?
ready. It looks great, by the way.
Thank
Really
you.
nice and smooth. That's exactly how it should look. So okay, we have cheated a little bit,
So,
guys,
shall
because
we?
obviously it would take a little bit too long, I think, on the live to show the chopping of the cherries, because it does take a little while. But we've already diced the cherries up, ready to go. So now that just goes in there, and you're just going to fold them in. So you don't want to mix it too much. You just want to just fold them all together.
Okay.
Make sure the mixture's nice in there. Yeah. Okay.
Some feedback tonight that this is more exciting than the next Prime Minister's debate. So that's good.
Owning it live.
I think that's a compliment. I hope it's a compliment.
Yeah, I think so. That looks great.
This looks delicious.
Yeah, I love this bake because a lot of people have been a little bit like wary about the cherries and everything, which I can understand because it's not, like the most obvious choice of fruit for a muffin, but I have to admit the cherry crumble flavour altogether, it is just phenomenal. I love it.
So some people have been replacing cherries if they don't like cherries. What kind of things have we seen people replacing? What
I
would you
think
use?
that's the beauty of this recipe is that it can be so easily replaced. It's a really good staple recipe. So if you have, you really don't like cherries and you're adamant you want to try something else, blueberries work amazing in it.
Ooh, yeah.
Peaches work absolutely lovely in it. We've made it with peaches before. Just a couple of ripe peaches chopped up is absolutely delicious. Anything that you can think would go in a crumble, So like rhubarb could be really nice in it. If you really wanted to take it to the next level, something like that. Apple, anything that really goes in a crumble would be absolutely perfect. So blackberries again would be really nice. So yeah, I think you're ready. So now we're going to just spoon it into the muffin cases.
Okay.
So it's roughly about 2 heaped spoons. So you just
like 2 of them?
Yeah, I usually just whack it
With
my
a finger?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like that, 2 hoop spoons.
Yeah.
In it goes.
In it goes.
Oh, hello.
Oh, we've got a liquor.
Oh,
Oh God.
am I not
Everyone's
supposed to
going to
do
be able
that?
to eat these now because
Yeah, whatever.
Another question for those
Maybe
you
we'll
guys
get a
watching.
teaspoon.
Who licks the bowl? Who
Oh, I
licks
love
the bowl?
licking the
now you
bowl.
can use that to be
you know what,
sanitary.
My wife makes an amazing fruitcake, and I prefer it when it's not baked. I just prefer the
The
mixture.
batter.
Yeah.
The
and-
batter from our brownies, the brownie
Gonna
batter
help you
mixture
out.
before it's made is
Yeah, can you do it?
amazing.
I love use. I mean, when I was a kid, I used to always lick the bowl, and I don't know if it's actually like okay to do that because obviously it's got raw eggs in it and everything. But
I think it's okay.
I
You
think
seem
it's
to
okay.
have turned out okay, didn't you?
I've survived.
Debatable.
Thanks, Jill.
It's great.
Yeah, this
Oh,
is
it's
the fun
delicious.
bit actually. It is really yummy, and do you know why? Because it's got that Madagascan vanilla in it as
Is that
well.
what it is?
That is what really sets it apart from
Yum.
the other muffins I make because it's it's just so yummy, and also it's got lots of nice like cinnamon and spices in there and everything. I think we've got just enough for the last one. I worked out that 2 tablespoons in each, like a heaped tablespoon in each one, works perfectly.
Cool.
But yeah, that's it.
Leave
So yeah,
the rest of the bowl for me.
yeah, let's leave it
done.
that way. So yeah, we've just kind of got just under the rim of the muffin case, and
Under the
can
rim
hear-
of the
I
muffin
can
case.
hear giggling. This is like this is a bit like Bake Off, isn't it? There's so many innuendos. Anyway, So now we're going to sprinkle this on top. So it gets baked on. Yeah. Nearly there. We're nearly there.
Sorry.
We're nearly there.
It's delicious. It's absolutely delicious. Good grief.
We're going to divvy it
Okay.
up now.
Yep.
So you can do this with your hands, or you can
Okay,
do it
yep.
like however you want. And you're just going to sprinkle like a really generous portion on top
Okay.
of each one, and just
So you're
spread
covering
it around.
all the batter?
Yeah.
Mixture.
You've got quite a lot there to play with, so yeah, you kind of
Things we love about these are different textures, isn't it? You've got like
Yeah.
3 different textures in this one.
yeah.
I'm sorry, it's come out the case.
That's fine. It's okay. We've got spares, so
Okay, cool.
in case this one goes wrong.
Okay. Thank you. Blame me. The recipe, I'm sure, is fantastic.
No, these will be lovely. I can
This is
tell.
great.
Yeah, there should be enough just to go around all
Yep.
of them, but
It's plenty.
sometimes I get a bit wary halfway through, and then I go back and do more
Yeah.
because I never know if I'm going to run out. But yeah, I think you've got quite a generous amount there to go with. So yeah, this crumble topping is lovely, and it's so easy to make. It's a great technique actually to learn for like so many different cakes, because you can pop the crumble topping on quite a lot of different fruit cakes, and
Right.
even like round cakes and things like that, and it really does. It just bakes so nicely. It gives a lovely crisp topping on top of your cake, and it's so yummy. Perfect.
Good job.
So this is the last bit now, the last step. Bag
Okay.
5. We've got some toasted almonds.
Okay. And again?
They just sprinkle on top, so it's like a little finishing touch.
Oh, nice.
And they get, obviously, again, toasted in the oven as well, so they'll be
Yeah.
lovely and crunchy. And the flavour of the almonds goes really well with the crumble as well.
I don't think I've ever had crumble with the almonds on top.
Really? Well, sometimes in some recipes, ground almonds is actually used in the crumble recipe.
Oh,
so
really?
like instead of just
Looks
flour.
lovely. Looks fantastic.
Yeah. Is
There we
anyone
go.
out there
Look at
with a
that.
question? And anyone who uses ground almonds or anything?
Oh, we had, let me remember, Tracy Dormer used raspberries and passion fruit in
Ooh,
hers, and it was
that
really,
sounds
she said it was
lovely.
really nice. And
That's a really good combination.
they're just passing it
These are
on to
ready.
all their people in the chat. But got some feedback on why people bake, and Tracy also. And hope you get well soon, Tracy, because you're in operation this morning.
Aw.
She does it to relax from her busy job. And Kerry stating again, relaxing, and Josh, he loves it because it's relaxing, so everyone uses it to
Oh,
relax.
it is, yeah.
Yeah.
So these are ready to go in the oven.
But
So-
you know, sorry.
Sorry,
I was going to say, is it not like golf, where like if you get a little bit good at it, you then get frustrated if you suddenly, because it's a proper science to baking, isn't there?
It depends, right? So like I bake almost every day at work, and there are times where you've put your heart and soul into something, you've spent 4.5 hours baking something, and like it can just go wrong. You know, like even like to the most experienced baker, it can go so wrong. And sometimes you think it's great, or you know, and everyone tries it and they go, meh. And that's just like the most heartbreaking thing, because you've spent so much time in it. But other than that, that's just like the only thing. Like, but other than that, it's just so rewarding, because like when everyone does love it and it goes so well, then that's just, there's no better feeling than that really, when you've just hit the nail on the head and everyone really likes it. So, you know, highs and lows. of a baker.
Hopefully you'll like what I've made you.
Hopefully.
Okay.
So you pop it in the oven, and
In the
it's
oven.
on at 200 fan assisted at the moment, but it's going to go back down to, after 5 minutes, it goes back down to 160. So the reason we do this is in a really hot oven, it lets the muffins have a real surge of heat, so they rise a lot higher. So that's kind of the technique with muffins, is that the temperature, you want it to be really high at first and then just slow it down so it cooks evenly. But yeah, 5 minutes at a high temperature and it works. It works really well, and the muffins rise up really nicely. I'm just going to put the timer on.
Excellent.
So yeah, that's pretty much it. We're going to, should we show them the ones we've done? If you could just grab them, Joe, they're just underneath
Whereabouts
there.
are we talking?
Just there
Down
on the
here?
right-hand or left-hand side, yeah.
These guys,
In our lovely cupcake caddy.
cupcake caddies, which are available on our website. So,
Wow.
Ta-da.
Look at that.
so
They look amazing.
Cherry Crumble Muffins for the Snaffling
Snaffling
the
Pig.
Snaffling Pig
Snaffling Pig.
office
I look quite like the
tomorrow.
Snaffling Kid.
So if you're from the
Really?
Snaffling Pig
The Snaffling
watching,
Kid.
we've got
No,
some muffins for breakfast. So.
Yeah.
Legend. I'm not in the office tomorrow, so this
Oh,
is
no.
fantastic.
Sorry, take that back. I'm not getting any tomorrow because
Oh,
Nick's
that's
going to come to the office.
fantastic.
So yeah, there we go. Thanks, Nick.
Thank you.
Cool.
How did you find that? Was it fun? I mean,
I
it was
loved
pretty
it.
quick,
It was
wasn't
fun. It was enjoyable. I kind of think, I feel like with baking, it's like a team effort. I like the
Yeah.
idea of doing it with my kid. Actually, he's only 1, so he'll be useless at the moment.
But I can imagine when he's kind of 3 or 4,
Yeah.
and doing that together and just producing something like that, just a lot of
I mean,
fun.
I started baking when I was really young, and
Yeah.
I've got such lovely memories of doing it with like my mum and my auntie. Both love baking.
Yeah.
And I do think it's a really good hobby to have because it's a good skill to have, and also it teaches kids to be rewarded somehow. Like when you've made something, it's a real sense of achievement. So I'd definitely recommend it to do with kids. I think it's really nice.
Lovely. Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks, guys. Really good. So, I gave you a bit of a clue that we're going to do a little competition. So we do this one every Facebook Live. So what we haven't done is we haven't introduced the mega prize for today. So what we've got in this bundle is we've got 2 of our big baking kits. We've got a rainbow cake, a chocolate layer cake. We've got 1 of each of the new grocery range. And then Nick has very generously brought along a jar of pork scratchings, I think it's some nuts in there. Is there some?
You've got
you
some
do
nuts,
too?
you've got different flavours, you've got marvellous maple, low and slow barbecue, you've got perfectly salted. We've got 2 nuts, so we've got our caramelised honey with chili nuts, and we've also got our perfectly salted nuts. We've got our beer, which is our blonde, and then we've got a cookbook of 40 recipes, how you guys can add pork scratchings to every single meal. So whether you're making a beautiful Scotch egg, instead of it being rolled in breadcrumbs, it's rolled in pork crackling dust, or a maple glazed brownie with a marvellous maple pork crackling crumb on
So
top.
if you've got one of our brownie mixes, you could try some of
Can
the
indeed.
pork crackling on top of it. Before we jump into the pig-related quiz and all
I
the
love a
extra
pig-related
languages, tell us a bit about Snaffling Pig, how you started it, what you guys do.
Yeah.
Tell us
So I have a medical business, and I woke up one day and thought, you know what, I just really want a pork scratching company. It's one of those I like an epiphany, and I thought it would be just a really cool thing to do. I started my medical business because I really wanted to make some money, and I learned very quickly that in business you don't really make money, you have hardly any time, and you're pretty stressed. And so I thought, instead of kind of building a business that was all about how can I make money, why don't I have a real purpose-driven business and do something I generally love? Like you guys, you love baking, and this is a purpose-driven business. And I wanted something similar. So I looked at the market and I saw pork scratchings. I just love pork scratchings. I love British pubs. I love the fact that they are community-based businesses, predominantly owned by people who live either upstairs or very nearby to the pub. You've got wakes that go on in there. You've got weddings. You've got anniversaries, and you've got christenings. They're just such a lovely heart of the community. And it's really sad that in Britain some of the pubs are actually closing. They're being turned into properties. But really good pubs are doing incredibly well. And they just need a little bit of help. They need our support as customers to go down to, and then they also need new exciting products to be put into the shelves. And craft beer is having such a revolution at the moment. Loads of people doing craft beer, and I thought, wouldn't it be cool if I could do a craft snack? But not only that, we do lots of gifting products as well. So we do jars of crackling, we do advent calendars. And it's all because I just love pork scratchings. And now we're kind of launching into more pork-based products as well. So we've got sausages and bacon and gammon steaks and Sainsbury's.
Such a nice way to start, though. Like having that kind of,
Just the passion.
Yeah.
Yeah, the passion.
And insight into something that's actually really nice and existing already, and just in like promoting that and making it.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, that's really nice.
And they are really great products as well.
Thank you.
I am a child that grew up in a pub, so.
Oh, are you really?
Like, yeah, my dad. I didn't actually live in one. I just loved them. My dad loved pubs, so as a kid, I was just always in a pub. Like I think most kids were. Like when we were younger, it was always like play parks and stuff. We're much more like pub sort of people. I think when I was growing up, I think. So now I do get what you mean when you say it's like dying out a little bit. Cause it is. Yeah, it's a shame. Ooh,
Are they ready?
No, they just. They've gone in for 5 minutes, so I need to.
Got really cool flavours. So what I wanted to do is have, because the core product, most people get put off because it's either really hard, people tend to break their teeth, they're just a bit put off by it. So what we've done is we've double cooked our product, so it's not going to break your teeth, it's still got a crunch that you really want. And then we've flavoured it with 9 different flavourings. So we've got a maple one, so if you like your sweet tooth. We've got a black pepper, we've got a habanero chili, we've got a pig of doom, which is even hotter chili. So it's
I've heard about that one.
Yes, we've got a challenge here for you today actually, when you want to do it. But basically, you've got a flavour for everybody, and it kind of, because it's double cooked, it just means that more people can access the scratching. And it's a very traditional British product. It's been around for about 250 years. It predominantly came from the Industrial Revolution, where in the Black Country, most people had a pig, and they kept the pig in the garden. And at the end of the pig's life, when they cut it up for sausages and bacon, they had the skin left over, and they deep fried the skin. And they used it as a snack. But actually, the pork scratching is known as chicharron in Spanish. It's the most widely consumed snack in the world, and that's been around for about 2,000 years. So
See, you would have got that. That was one of the questions I suggested
really?
earlier.
Actually, you're
and you
right,
were like,
it was,
you'll
yeah.
never know. I was doing some research into pork scratchings earlier because I wanted to do this quiz.
I know more about pork scratchings than anyone.
So,
Quaresma
okay.
in
So you would have
Portugal.
got that one, and you were like, no, that's too far-fetched, you'll never do it. That's the one probably you'll have actually got.
Awkward. So we need Patrick back next month to do the quiz.
The quiz,
apparently.
yeah,
I'm not
that was
as good at the
definitely.
quiz.
Well, we all had a go at it.
I think
so.
we're going to jump into the quiz. So this is how you win all of this. So Nick's going to answer questions.
I'm going to do the brownies.
Nick's going to, for every question that Nick gets right, in the time it takes to cook a mug brownie, which is 60 seconds.
What?
We're going to add one of our mug brownie portions to the prize pot, which is already, in addition to all this, which is worth about £75. At the end, we're going to ask one question. Going to ask it to the audience, and the first answer that we see come up. Now, the way that Facebook Live works is not necessarily, sometimes things come through at different paces. But whichever one we see on the computer over here first will be the person that wins everything. So wait for that last question. I'll tell you when it's coming up, and then get your answer in as quickly as possible. So,
I'm going to do the. Should I do
before
the
we jump into this, actually, just before we jump into the competition, while I've got everyone's interest, something else I said that we tell you about is the Mug Baking Club.
Yep.
And so we're not launching this until next Facebook Live, but we do have a page that you can go on and put your email address in. They will then tell you first about when we launch it, and we'll give you the best offer out of any launch offer at all. So Jana's going to post in the, I don't think any of the links work on mobile, so you might need to paste them into a browser on desktop. But you want to go to bakedin.co.uk/mugbaking, I think that's right. And that will take you to a page where you can put your email address in, and then we'll send you an amazing offer, and it will be the best offer that we run at launch, I promise. So get your name on there, and you'll be the first to know. So that's these little pink boxes. Also, don't forget our offer. So mugs on the website gets you one of these for free, just pay shipping. And then Snaffling Pig website, snafflingpig.co.uk, baked in, gets you 30% off
Everything.
every single thing. And they've got loads of things on there as well.
That's a good
You've
deal.
got like apple sauce.
We've got apple sauces, we've got hot sauces, we do rhubarb cider, we do beers, we do a big, it's called a pig bluey. It's a big ceramic barbecue.
seen that.
£399.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
That
And
looks
it
awesome.
is
It looks really
absolutely
cool.
wicked. If you like barbecuing, this thing is incredible because it holds the heat. It can slow cook things like slow cooked lamb. I know I'm a pork company, but slow cooked lamb is also amazing. You stick that in there for like 9 hours. It's absolutely gorgeous. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's get going on the.
Right, let's get going.
Yeah.
So, I kind of need a
This
pen.
is exciting.
Let me grab a pen. Have we got a pen? We've got a pen.
I'll get
So,
them all right.
We're
Don't
going to
worry
go through
about
these quickly. You've got 60 seconds.
60
so when
seconds.
Gemma hits
Let's
the
do
start
this.
button on the microwave, we're going to run
Is it
through
in
these
there,
questions. So it's all in there, ready to go.
Okay.
60 seconds.
It's all
Yeah?
mixed up. So we've got 60 seconds. You ready?
Yep, focused.
Okay.
Yep.
Am I going to count the
You're going to count
counters,
them
yeah?
out onto there when you get them right.
Ready?
I don't need the pen, do I?
Ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Go.
Sausages or bacon?
Bacon.
Correct. Pigs can get sunburn, true or false?
True.
Correct. What posh food are pigs used to find?
Truffle.
Correct. How many teeth do pigs have?
Oh, 12.
44. What is a male pig called?
Pig.
A boar. What do you call a pig with no legs?
Pig.
A groundhog. What Italian ham is often paired with melon?
Parma.
Yes. How many little piggies went to market?
5.
No, it's 3. Where do the famous swimming pigs live?
It's somewhere in Bora Bora.
It's Bahamas.
Oh, close.
There's a saying, sweating like a pig, but do pigs sweat?
No.
No, they don't. Do
Is that
all
correct?
pigs have? That's correct. Do all pigs have curly tails?
No.
Correct. What do you call a naked pig?
Bob.
Squeaky bacon. What condiment is often provided with roast pork?
It's apple.
Sauce. Yes. What's Peppa Pig's brother called?
Boris.
George. Who's the smartest pig in the world? Einswine. What is Winnie?
5. I won't swear. Yay! We're back up.
Oh,
Was my
had a
answer
little-
so good that we took the server
a
down?
little technical issue there.
Maybe millions of people started watching.
Oh, maybe. Yeah. We got overloaded by too many people watching. So really sorry about that.
Crash the
A little
site.
recap. Nick got 8 right, which is the record.
That's pretty good.
So the question is now coming up to win the prize.
So I don't answer this.
You don't answer this. This one's for the audience.
Oh, and who wants this delicious
So-
mug brownie?
I do.
Wow,
So-
look at that. It's risen beautifully.
Wow.
Perfect.
Perfect mug brownie. There we go, guys.
So Kermit the Frog's girlfriend, Miss Piggy, was famous for her singing. Which famous girl band are currently touring the UK on a reunion tour at the moment? No, not you, not you.
Don't give it
So
away.
we've got a little 20-second delay. There's a 20-second delay now, so we have to wait 20 seconds
Just dance.
before someone answers. You can dance if you want. I don't usually dance, but if you want to dance, you can dance. Gemma, do you want to?
I don't want to dance.
so.
I'm okay.
Nick's just going to
I
dance.
think I need a few
seconds.
more espresso martinis before I start dancing.
Got a winner!
So
Who's the winner?
what's the answer?
We're just doing
It's the
that.
Spice Girls. It's the Spice
Joe.
Girls. Who won? Who's our
It
winner?
is Joe McGarry.
Joe!
Joe McGarry.
Well done, Joe.
Send us a Facebook message and we'll get in touch and sort your address out and send that all in the post to you tomorrow. So,
Awesome.
right,
That was
without
intense.
further ado,
Woo!
well done.
That was a bit intense.
So what we're going to do now is you would teach me a recipe, but I'm going to help you with one of your recipes. So,
Thank
when
you
you
very
tell us
much.
about, this is one of your products, isn't it? In
I'm
Sainsbury's.
so excited about this. So here's a little plug. So yeah, I started a pork scratching company with my business partner Udi about 4 years ago, and we always had a dream that we would at one point go from pork scratchings into other pork meats as well. And we wanted to start with gammon because gammon is one of those products that I actually eat in the pub all the time. Love it. Love a slice of gammon. Predominantly we eat it at Christmas as well, and I think it's one of those kind of really emotional meats. When you see us cooking at home, you're like, oh, I want a piece of that, and a bit of pickle, and a nice bit of chunky bread. And I think the thing about gammon is that you don't really have it outside of pub and Christmas, and predominantly it's seen as something that's a bit boring, I think. And I just wanted to bring it back and kind of reinvigorate it and give it kind of the love that it deserves, because it is an amazing piece of meat, and it is really good value. And it is really versatile, and you can stick it in baguettes, you can stick it on a plate with chips, or you can have it with part of a salad or whatever. But also, the fact it's really filling, and it's cheap and filling. I just think it's great. So we've got a maple glazed gammon in Sainsbury's now in about 300 odd stores, and it's our first step into cooked.
So what do you get in here? Tell us what you get in here.
So what you get is when you buy this bad boy, you actually get a... on the new packaging, you've got while you're waiting for it to cook, you can do some exercises to work out your hamstrings. And in there, you get 2 gammon steaks. You get a little packet of crackling, and this is marvellous maple crackling, and then you get a glaze as well. So you cook the gammon, you pour the glaze on, you let it cook for another minute, and then you pour the crackling on at the end as well. So you need some kind of side with it, chips, salad, whatever that may be. But nice and easy. 16 minutes it takes.
That's perfect, isn't it? Evening meal. So I think you can roast it or you can grill it.
Roast it, yeah, that's
So
right.
what we're going to do is we're going to griddle it, so we get nice kind of lines on it. We're going to go a bit old school with a pineapple ring and a fried egg.
Love it.
And we're going to serve it with a loaded baked potato.
That's
So,
amazing.
there you go. You can add this one to your repertoire on it. So
Thank
just
you.
take the pork out.
Love the fact you're cooking this for me. You know, I'm actually a really, really well trained chef, and I'm
You
just,
said
I'm
you
just
didn't,
lazy.
you said
I
you
just-
didn't like cooking. Okay, there we go.
I get
So-
people to cook for me.
So we're going to heat this up. So we've got a cast iron griddle on there. We're going to get nice and hot. A good way to you can oil the griddle, but also you want to put a little bit of oil or something onto the gammon itself. So we want to get those really nice black lines.
Oh, yeah.
It's really attractive, isn't it? So
Close up of this.
sure. So we got they're really decent size, aren't they? Generous
Thank
portion,
you. Yep. Nice and chunky.
complementing your meat. So.
Thank you. Look, no fat on them either.
Not much, no. Perfect. Okay. So, while the griddle's heating up, what we're going to do with the jacket potatoes is we've got some potatoes been roasting for a couple of hours because it goes really nice and kind of creamy inside. Got some sour cream, some chives, and obviously some bacon.
Of course.
You could have some salad with it or something, but we're just going to go a little stack, old school pineapple and fried egg, and then I think this. So we tried these earlier at lunchtime. Jana and I had one. The glaze really makes it, doesn't it? It's really
it
nice.
does,
Really
yeah.
caramelizes around
Yeah.
the outside. Makes the griddle, the skillet, a bit of a pick to clean afterwards.
Hey.
But, really good. and what I like about these guys is it gives a really nice texture as well. Doesn't it? It gives a nice crunch.
Yeah.
So. Is this a recipe in your book? I don't know. Is
This one
something
isn't.
that's kind of
No,
come from
this is
your
a bit.
book?
No, this is. So this came from the book because once we did the book, we realised actually we really should be in cooked meats. But no, this is quite a simple recipe. So the stuff in the book's a little bit more complicated, but we wanted to start really simple because the way I look at it is I like building products that I want to eat and I want to use, and this is the kind of thing that I would do because, like most people, I work hard. I get home, I'm tired, put the kid to bed, and I sit down and I just want something really cheap, really quick, really easy, and this is what this does for me. So I'm just nervous about doing it on Facebook Live in front of millions of viewers and burning it.
Heat the griddle up. We're going to just pop them on there. Oh.
Wow, that smells already
Yeah.
sounds incredible.
Mike, is yours or something?
Okay, no worries. There you go. Yeah, I'm just going to switch my mic over so let it cook. If you guys want to have a chat.
Have a chat. Smell that. Smells good.
So, how long would you leave it for on this side?
Probably about 3 or 4 minutes each side, I guess.
Sounds about right to me. Just enough time to drink a beer.
So Nick, what's your favourite? Right, I'm back. Am I back?
Back in the room.
I'm back. Okay, sorry about that. More technical problems.
I like it.
Ironic. The more Facebook lives you do, the worse our technical problems get. While that's cooking away, what's your favourite product? Tell me what's your favourite
Have
flavour.
a favourite product. It's like, do you have a favourite product?
Yes.
Do you really?
Yes.
It's like a favourite child.
Yes.
Which one is it?
Cinnamon bun baking kit.
Oh, it sounds amazing.
It's really good. It's
Okay.
really good.
So if I had to choose, it would probably be the marvelous maple.
Okay.
Because it's the one that people are instantly put off because they think, you can't add maple to pork. But salted caramel, as you know, is one of the most popular flavours out there.
Yep.
And it's taking salt and sweet and combine them together. And we take pork, which is traditionally salty, and you add a little bit of sweetness to it, so it just takes the edge off. It's absolutely delicious. So that would be my favourite, which is why we put it in the gift pack.
So I think my favourite is of your products is the salt and vinegar.
Really?
Salt and vinegar one, really
I
good.
think
yeah.
we should do
Classic
the Pig
flavour.
challenge whilst we're waiting for that to come.
Okay, let's do
Then you
it.
go get it.
Let's do it.
Pack.
So this is your super hot
This is it.
pork
Super
crackling.
hot.
I have heard on the grapevine that this one's really well. What's the
So-
sauce for? A sauce as well.
It's called Pigadoon.
Okay,
Yep.
yeah.
Pigadoon hot sauce
Uh-huh.
and Pigadoon pork crackling.
Okay.
Now, you know that when you measure a chili, you measure it in Scovilles.
Yeah.
So a Scoville is basically a milliliter of water.
Uh-huh.
And you put that in however many milliliters. So on the Pigadoon, which is a ghost chili, is 1.2 million Scovilles. So for
Right.
1 milliliter of this chili oil, you would have to drink 1.2 million milliliters of water for you
Right.
not to taste it, which is the equivalent of you having a bath and having 1 drop of chili oil in it. You would still taste that chili.
Wow. Okay.
So it is incredibly hot. So we've added it to our pork crackling and created something that is truly breathtaking.
Okay.
Go for it. I'm going to go for it. Oh. Got a good kick to it. And what's really lovely about it is it builds, it keeps building.
It's really hot.
Oh, holy moly. Would you like? Does anyone like any? So,
Yeah, it's really hot.
I've finally my drink's finished. Fine.
I'm just going to look at this again.
Fine. And then we do a Pigadoon hot sauce as well. So if you do like your heat, have you ever done like a chili muffin or anything like that?
No, we haven't done anything with chili yet. We should do. Chocolate and chili goes really well.
Oh yeah.
That's really hot. Someone give me some water.
Don't stick your fingers in your eye. Or stick your fingers anywhere else. That will ruin your day.
Okay, that's really hot. Okay, so while that's going,
Yeah. You should know, yeah, chili and chocolate. Why is chili and chocolate so popular, do you think?
I don't know. We've never done anything with it, but maybe it'll be a future mug brownie, chili chocolate mug brownie. Maybe. Thank you. I know water's not supposed to be the best thing, is it?
You guys, would you want to see a chili and chocolate mug brownie? Is that right? Or
Yeah.
brownie mug?
Yeah. Tell us, chili and chocolate. Do you guys like it?
What other flavour combinations would you like to see? We've done some weird and wacky stuff, like orange and marmalade didn't work, orange and cranberry didn't work. Fennel, it's nice, but no one really bought it. Yeah. You're right. That's marketing spin, I think you'll find.
So while that's
It's a
going
bit
on,
like we do a pigs in blanket flavoured pork crackling.
so we've done one side, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the maple glaze over the top while it's
Where's
cooking.
where's this one? This
Like
camera.
we can.
What do I do? I'm just going to hold it there.
You just hold it there, yeah. So we're putting the glaze over, and this will just warm up, and then we'll finish it off. Right at the end, we'll just flip it over, and just... So for me, that's what really makes this, is the glaze, and then the kind of other textures that go on top of it as well. But with the skillet, you get that really nice caramelisation, you get the black lines, it's really attractive. So yeah.
Okay.
So
There's the team. Hello, smile everyone. Woo! put this down now. That's my better end of my camera profession.
So we've got a couple of
they're
jacket
good.
potatoes that
Well,
we've
you've
been
got
cooking
like
for
asbestos
ages.
hands. How did
Yeah,
you do
I know.
that?
I don't know. I just don't have asbestos hands. These are hotter than the sun.
You don't have asbestos mouth though, do you?
I do not. No, I do not. No, Patrick probably won't be watching this because he's on holiday in France. But he'll be taking the mick about me not being able to handle my chili. So yeah, really hot.
Good.
Are they a good seller? Is that a popular one?
Such a popular seller.
Yeah.
I mean, if you don't like chili, stay the hell away. If you love your chili, you will absolutely love these because they really. I mean, that's the thing about our Snaffling Pig. We're all about if you're going to do flavours, you've got to do it right and do it like full on. Like you guys. You know, you want your products to taste of what you say they are.
Definitely.
So this iced cinnamon bun really tastes like iced cinnamon.
It tastes amazing. So that's nearly finishing off. We're going to fry a couple of eggs. Standard. So, yeah.
All good.
Right.
It smells good. Do you normally cook meat in this kitchen?
Not
or
a
is
lot,
it-
no.
is this
I
the
must say we
first
don't
time?
cook lots of meat in here.
We did have a meeting last time, didn't we?
We did. We did salmon, didn't we?
Yeah.
So Ben cured some salmon.
We do have some meat coming in here, but not a lot.
So we've got this amazing kind
Wow.
Look,
caramelised.
Oh, my muffins are ready. It's the worst
So
possible
we're going
time
to get
they
a
can be
couple
ready.
of. I chuck a couple of pineapples on, just caramelise them a little bit.
So do you do most of the cooking at home?
I do all of the cooking at home. Actually, yeah, we have a division of labour that means that I don't do any washing and Claire doesn't do any cooking. So it works well for us.
Look at
Out
that.
the oven.
Wow.
This is your finest
Smashed
work.
it.
Look how much they've risen as well.
Done good, mate.
Yeah,
Good covering of crumble.
yeah. There we go. Let's put those down there.
Yeah.
Only with your
Good
own
job.
muffins.
So we got the loaded. I love doing loaded potatoes, like American style. Loads of sour cream, crispy bacon, chives. So loads of sour cream in there. Bacon, obviously,
This looks so good.
Does look good.
and some chives.
Is this because you
finish it
recently
off.
come back from America, Joe? That
I didn't have any of these in America. No, I just this is like a sort of midweek kind of treat. A few chives on there. And then these dudes are ready. So let's
Who's the pineapple and savoury person? Should we get one of those questions out there and see who likes pineapple with savoury? Because it's a bit of a controversial one, isn't it? Jana
pineapple on
loves a
pizza. Who
pizza,
wants
yeah.
pineapple on pizza?
Ooh, that's controversial.
I know it is. I get it quite a lot. Yeah. I personally am not sure about pineapple and savoury. I like it with some stuff, but with pizza I'm not. I'm not a big fan.
We had we did a collaboration with one of a well-known pizza delivery firm. And they put our product on a pizza, and it was going to be a massive seller. But they stupidly, and I'll say stupidly because it was stupid, instead of putting a tomato paste, I know, could be anyone. Instead of putting a tomato paste, they put an apple base.
Apple.
Yeah, so it was doomed
Wow.
to fail. No,
Oh.
who wants an apple
That's
sauce
very.
based
That's
pizza?
very like. That's very unique.
Yeah, it's unique. Look at this.
A comment in from your lovely wife.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh dear.
you're in trouble.
Normally you're in bed by now. What are you doing up?
You need to bring her home some muffins.
Oh,
So, yeah.
of course, no worries, Poppet.
Right. So boom, there we go. A little bit retro, a little bit modern.
Fantastic.
But that is an amazing evening meal. And what was that? That was 15 minutes, wasn't
15
it? That wasn't even
minutes
15
and what?
minutes. That was slightly less.
A couple of quid a plate.
Yeah, perfect, isn't it? So
Excellent, I'll
thanks
put
for
that
bringing these in there. You've also
Thank you.
we forgot
Oh,
the
yeah.
Easter resistance.
The main thing.
So,
Multitask.
here
So
we
what we've
go.
done, normally these are a little bit more, these
bash
are
these
bigger.
up,
We
haven't
bash
we,
them
on
up a little
purpose?
bit just to make it a bit easier to eat.
And that
but
gives
you
you a
can eat
really
it
good
however you want.
kind of texture because
Yes.
you've got the kind of sweet, soft pineapple, and you've
Who's
got
the person who loves ham the most in the
Yeah.
office, by the way?
Oh really? Come dig in.
Jana is an
I get-
absolute ham.
I get angry
look
if
at
anyone
that.
even like goes near
Oh,
my
great
ham
job.
sandwiches.
boom.
Boom. Well done. Can I dig
There
in?
you go. You can, yeah. So knives and forks.
Nice and
where do these
forks.
guys live?
Yes. Thank you.
Take one over for Jana,
you.
obviously.
Lovely, jubbly. Wow.
Before for Gemma.
So would you guys have ever thought about eating gammon on like just on a normal night?
You know what? It's one of those things that you go to the pub and like ham, egg and chips or gammon and chips.
It's usually a pub
It's
thing,
awesome.
yeah, I'd go for, but now I've seen how easy it is to make, I would definitely consider making
And I think
it.
this really stands out. Like your brand's like baked in, isn't it? That's really colourful. You put the two brands together, it's very similar kind of things.
There
But
we are.
Can we
on the
get-
shelf, this just jumps out as a really modern take on
you.
some kind of.
Can we get a shot of the egg? Someone splitting the egg? 'Cause that's-
I've never
Yeah.
had
Oh, really?
pineapple
Camera?
before. This is new
Ready?
for me.
Yeah, there we go. Look at that egg. That is perfect. Yum.
Oozing out.
So, there we go. Snaffling Pig gammon, loaded baked potato with a fried egg and pineapple in 15 minutes.
Absolutely love it.
It's
I
lovely.
think,
It's really
think
good.
Sure,
we've
well
got
done,
this
mate.
bang on time now. So,
Oh, look, I've got a massive mouth.
I guess while Nick and Gemma are tucking in, are there any questions from the audience?
Yeah, I've got
What have we got?
a question from Helen Doddridge, Natasha Phillips, and Lauren Siemens. All want to know more about mug baking subscription.
Okay, so I'm not going to tell you too much about it at the moment because it'll ruin our surprise next month. But it's going to be very similar to the way the Baking Club works. It's going to be a little bit cheaper. You're definitely going to get 2 portions a month, and they're going to be a bit different to our normal mug baking mixes because it's going to be multi-bags, and that's going to enable us to do some kind of slightly more creative recipes. I don't want to give away any of the recipes. Gemma's been working away really hard on these over the last kind of 12 months. We've tested them all in the office. There's some unbelievably good ones. We've got some seasonal ones, so watch out kind of around Halloween and Easter and Christmas. They're going to be really good fun. You guys are going to absolutely love them.
It's the same concept as the Baking Club. It's going to be a surprise every month. Something new, something that we won't have seen before, and it's going to just be like, not like the Baking Club in the fact that it's going to be a lot simpler, a lot quicker. So yeah, it'd be really nice for
Yeah.
things that you just.
There's a come in these little guys, these little boxes, so they'll still come through your letterbox. They might come on the same day. We don't know yet whether they're going to come on the same day as the Baking Club or not. We're not sure yet. But yeah, they'll be in these size boxes, pop through the letterbox. It's going to be loads of fun. So get on to bakedin.co.uk/mugbaking and you can sign up, register interest, and we'll give you the best offer.
Mug baking club.
Our Mug Baking Club. Sorry, Jana's going to post it in the comments as well. So it's bakedin.co.uk/mugbaking club, all one word. So go there, enter your email address. We'll let you know as soon as those codes go live, and we'll announce a bit more about how it's going to work. But we won't tell you next month what the recipe is going to be because we'll open it for sign up. So the first day for signing up will be this Facebook Live next month.
Yeah,
and
which
then
is going to be like the same as the Baking Club in the sense that it's going to be a surprise every month. So there'll be like a reveal. And
so the big reveal will be on the August Facebook Live. So next month we'll launch it and we'll open up to sign-ups and tell you more about it, and then we'll release the first recipe on the August Facebook Live.
Yeah, I think it's going to be really good. I think
It's gonna be really good
great
fun.
for everyone. You know, because mug baking really is for everyone. It's for any kind of from experienced bakers to younger people, students, kids. Like it'll be a brilliant gift.
Such a good
It's so versatile. It's perfect for any kind of person who wants something sweet, basically.
Espresso martini mug brownies.
Ooh,
That's
yes.
a good one.
So, forgot. So we have we
got
also
another
have a
surprise.
little surprise as well. So, no, it's not that one. That is not. Gemma, where's the surprise?
It's in there.
Where is it?
It's down there on the right-hand side.
So, we have a little surprise.
This is actually for you.
Is this for me?
Yeah, I made you another.
Another one.
So you take these again. You're not going. Where are you going tomorrow? Can't you tell us? You're not going to the
I
office.
was going to the office, but now I'm not.
Okay. So this is a little surprise, and we're not going to tell you much about this because this is just a little
Fantastic.
sneak peek at something that's been going on in the office. But what we got here
Wow.
is espresso martini cupcakes.
Oh wow.
We're not going to tell you anything about these. I'm sorry. This is just a little sneak peek. So this is the first. You saw it here first, but we keep it under wraps because this is a little something for the future. But they're espresso martini cupcakes and they taste amazing. So Nick, these are little
me.
presents to
Oh,
say thank
legend.
you
Thank
for
you so much.
coming
It
on.
was your favourite cocktail. I just thought we'd have to get them out.
Delicious.
with a
And you
sneak
can't
peek.
say anything about it either.
Well, you can just take them and enjoy them and
That's
tell us about
That's
them.
it. And I
So-
can't. They look amazing.
In a
Well
cupcake
done.
carrier that are available on our website. So, as I was saying.
Hopefully you enjoyed them.
Yeah.
So yeah,
so
so no,
much.
that's a little thank you for us. Thanks
very
for
kind
coming
of
on. Are there any more questions at all on the phones?
On the phone. No, just everyone's very
Okay.
excited about all the stuff.
Okay,
we're seeing
so
tonight,
get to
yeah.
Hobbycraft. try these guys out. Obviously, we really want them to work in Hobbycraft. We want to get them
Yes.
selling in more places as well. We're not going to sell them on our website. We're keeping these ones for our stockist. Hopefully, you'll see them in other places as well. You can get the cinnamon buns in some Tesco's, so you can get them in some of the bigger Tesco's in the extras. But yeah, watch this space for that. But get to Hobbycraft because they sell the whole range. Snaffling Pig website, snafflingpig.co.uk. Baked in is a 30% off everything discount code, so a really good offer. Maybe get some bits for the summer. Probably even stock up on some Christmas presents, maybe.
You
I don't
could
know.
indeed, yeah. And you get 30% off that barbecue
I was
as
just
well.
about to say, I'm actually quite tempted
Actually
to buy that
make-
barbecue.
And there's a well-known brand who sells those barbecues for like
know.
700 quid.
I know.
So good.
So 30% off 400 quid.
I need a new barbecue, actually.
And
Yeah.
the final offer is get one of these sample boxes from our website. Again, Jana's going to post a link in the comments to where you get them from. They're £5 on the website. If you use the discount code MUGS, you'll get £5 off, so you'll just pay shipping. So £2.99 gets you one of these guys. If you haven't tried them, you can try our mug baking. If you have tried them and you love them, you can get some more.
So much exciting stuff.
It's exciting stuff.
going
That's
on,
one.
isn't
That's
it?
one per customer.
There's
So
loads going on.
they'll only let you use that once. So just once per customer.
So many cool
Mugs.
things.
Mugs,
Not jugs.
mugs, baked in. Code on your website.
Yep.
And I think
And
that's everything.
Hobbycraft.
And Hobbycraft to buy those.
Brilliant. Awesome.
There's a lot to remember this month,
Yeah,
and we had some
there's a lot
technical
going
issues.
on.
Thanks for bearing with us. While Facebook let us down and our microphones let us down, but it'll
And I let you down.
You did really well. You did well.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're better at cooking. I think he's a bluffer. I think he's better at cooking than he makes out. He just didn't want to have the graft of teaching us a recipe.
He's sweating.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm relaxed. I've had my espresso martinis. It's been lovely. Really enjoyed it. See you next
Bit of
month.
gammon.
That's a bit of gammon. Got 24 cupcakes to take home with me.
Actually, 24 if you can count.
Yeah, you got
those
24 cupcakes.
Yeah.
So thanks Nick. Thanks for coming in. Really nice to
Lovely.
see you.
Thank you very much for having me.
see you again
Appreciate
soon.
it. Formal handshake
Yeah.
or weird high
Thanks
five?
Gemma. Weird high five.
Oh, good at man. At least we
So
connected.
that's it. So thanks everyone for
Thanks,
joining.
everyone.
We'll see you next month. Don't forget those offers. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. We're waving.